Hi everyone, I am the Sarcastic Sloth, and welcome to my channel. Who are we going to be talking about today? We're going to be talking about Sanders Kennedy, who was a person that, at the beginning of this week, quite frankly, and I'm not being rude in saying this, I had no idea who this guy was. He's just not within my realm of thinking on YouTube, quite frankly. But I certainly know about him now, don't I? Bloody hell, like he's found himself in a bit of bother, just purely down to the fact that he initially made a video about Shane Dawson being under an open investigation by the LA Sheriff's Department, and it's sort of gone a bit awry from there. So without further ado, let's crack on. So everything I'm going to be discussing, as per usual, are my own thoughts and opinions, and if you don't like that, ta-ra! It's about a 10-minute video that he started off with, very controversial video initially, where he basically was saying, he stated, quite frankly, that Shane Dawson was under an open investigation by the LA Sheriff's Department, which is, as you can imagine, quite a hellish accusation to make. And, you know, if it were true, then wow, that's a nice bit of journalistic gold right there, really, isn't it? But basically what he did is he went on this long 10-minute rambling video, which I only say it's rambling because he does this like thing where everything is a question and he talks like this. So it's just, it was a lot for me to get through, I'm not going to lie to you right there. But he made out basically he had a contact within the LA Sheriff's Department, Sergeant Payne. We'll get to that later, what I think of that. It was quite a strange video. It sparked off a lot of controversy because it seemed like he was gatekeeping a bit in terms of the information, because obviously this was all in regards to people who had been abused by Shane Dawson potentially, and for them to come forward and to tell their story to the Sheriff's Department. However, he didn't want to give that information up freely on the video. He just said you can call the Sheriff's Department and ask for Sergeant Payne, or you can message me, i.e. Sanders, and I will give you the direct email myself, which is a bit weird really when you think about it. You know, if you're looking at it from a journalist point of view, it seemed a bit poachy, like, oh well, why should I give you this email address sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing to stop him from then asking questions and being like, well, I just want to see that you're not going to waste their time. Tell me if it's worthwhile, and then maybe I'll relay it on, or then I'll give you the email address. That's sort of how it came off to a lot of people. Like I said, at the beginning of this week, I didn't know who this dude was, and I wasn't prepared to touch that video with a shitty stick, quite frankly. It smelt off to me, quite honestly. I'm not saying that I'm some kind of Mystic Mac or anything of that nature whatsoever, but maybe Mystic Sloth. What I'll do is I'll put it this way, right? So with all the drama and commentary channels, what tends to happen is they all talk to each other. So then they all release the same information roughly about the same time, within a few hours of each other at the very least, if not within the same day. So the fact that he had this one video and no one else had it, and no one else was touching it either, I noticed that no one was touching it. I found that quite strange, I found it quite odd. It ultimately would become his undoing, really, as we're about to see now. So this prompted Sanders, because of all the backlash that he received off the video, not only in the comments but obviously in his Twitter as well, to do basically a rebuttal video addressing the issues that people had in regards to his first video. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play his video, which was called My Statement. He's since taken it off of YouTube. Someone re-uploaded it, so obviously I've got it.
Hey everyone, so I wanted to address the video that I posted on Tuesday, and the first thing I want to say is that I stand behind my video that I posted, and some people are saying that there's no investigation. I contacted the LA Sheriff's Department as media and spoke to the Public Information Office regarding the clips of Shane Dawson circulating around social media. I got a call back from Sergeant Payne for a statement regarding those clips, and of course, being that it's over the phone, I recorded the conversation to make sure that I'm getting everything that he says correctly. So I'm gonna play you a clip of me asking him and verifying that there is an investigation and what type of investigation it is again, and based off his reply, I created the video, and I'm gonna play you the clip now. And can you repeat the type of investigation that's going on again?
Right now, it's just a suspicious circumstance investigation.
Okay.
So we don't have enough to call it a crime. But there's a lot of things we have to look through first.
Okay, sounds.
And time, we also need victims.
I want to clarify that I never said that it was a criminal investigation, because that's what's being said. But other than that, I'm going to let the clip speak for itself, and I want to thank you for watching this video, and until my next video, bye everyone.
Just like the shadiest of the shady. Like it would have almost been better if he just never did that second video at all, in my opinion, because there's so many things that just sprung out to me that just didn't make any sense whatsoever. So how is it that everyone else is calling up the department that you said to contact, by the way, and ask for Sergeant Payne? They can't get through. Like, that's not happening. That's pretty weird, isn't it? You know. And by the way, I'm not saying at any point that he's specifically lying, because obviously I don't know. But this second video just pissed me off so much. So this Sergeant Payne, isn't it weird how he never ever gives up the first name of this dude either? Doesn't like go into any kind of detail apart from like, oh yeah, I spoke to this guy, Sergeant Payne, in the liaison office. You know, it's just a bit weird to me. I don't know, maybe it's that things are done a little bit differently in America, but you definitely have more information on the dude than that. You wouldn't just be like, yeah, LA Sheriff's Department, Sergeant Payne, trust me, you know. It's too weird, man. It's too weird. And also, people are saying that it's quite weird. Was he told he was going to be recorded? That's not something that police usually do. They usually just give the statement and that's that. Especially to some YouTuber that, let's be fair, the dude, Sergeant Payne, will have never heard of Sanders Kennedy, more than likely. I very much doubt it anyway. Plus, I don't think Sanders, if he was able to get the permission to have this recorded, and let me just put it this way, right? I just feel that this was all quite shady, because I would have asked for on the recording, hey, do you mind if I record you? Yeah, I don't mind you recording me. Okay, then can you state your name? Can you state your rank? Can you state your relation to the investigation, and what points in regards to the investigation you're allowed to discuss with me at this possible moment in time? I feel like I would be a better journalist somehow than Sanders. And then at the end, when he says, oh, I'm just going to let this speak for itself, it did nothing. That did nothing. Absolutely nothing. It didn't back up any credentials. He never stated he was Sergeant Payne. That could be matey boy from round the corner. I don't know who he is. But you basically just go, trust me, I know this guy. Like, he's going to say some stuff. Don't question it too hard. It just seemed weird. Like I say, it just sounded really weird. So at this point, this is when I started getting really interested in what was going on throughout the course of the week, because I was like, as we say where I'm from, like, Billy bullshit is afoot right now, in my view, absolutely. But that's not the only video.
Hey everyone, I have an update regarding my report on Shane Dawson. According to an article posted on Insider.com today, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department just confirmed to Insider that there's no investigation into Dawson. Thank you so much for watching.
Now, why did that transpire, do you reckon, eh? Do you feel that maybe that's been done because there was no investigation, or maybe any investigation in the first place whatsoever? Do you think that maybe it's because Shane Dawson may be coming down with some kind of legal action? But he was warned about this. That's the funny thing. The drama channels, you know, so you know, your Nick Snyders, your Petty Pages, all the rest of it, they were actually imploring with him, like, listen, you need to take this L on the chin, because this is going to permeate out into the rest of the commentary channel, and we already have to navigate so many bloody hurdles. It's looked like basically pride is the downfall in this particular instance. I mean, none of what he did was done the right way. If any of this is true, that is, in terms of like an investigation in the first place, because you could say, hey, well, maybe there was an investigation, now it's been dropped, and he's just reporting on that. Well, if that was the case, I would say to you, why would he just do a 15-second video and put that out on YouTube, as opposed to maybe wrapping that into his own video? I think, personally, and these are my opinions, that he just got told straight up, listen, you've got to put something out right now. Maybe he said, well, I'll say something on my next video, and they said, no, now. What have we learnt here from this particular scenario? I think it's quite funny. I'm gonna parrot Nick Snyder a bit on this, because I watched his video the other day and he said something that I feel is very much true, and it's the reason why I watch YouTube in the first place, if I'm being honest. People don't care about exclusives. Like I said earlier in my video, like everyone bloody comes out with relatively the same video within a couple of hours of each other, and indeed the event occurring. So then why are people watching like multiple videos on the same subject if they know that they're all going to be talking about the same things? It's because they like the personalities at the end of the day, and that's why I watch YouTube. Otherwise I'd watch TV, I'd watch the bloody news, wouldn't I? Or I would just read it, wouldn't I? It's the reason why you come to someone in the first place to hear what they have to say is because of their opinion, and maybe you like the way they put it across, or you know, a myriad of reasons. This whole like I've got to have an exclusive, this whole paparazzi-esque attitude to reporting on things, I think it's also a case of maybe taking yourself a little bit too seriously as well, if I'm being honest, because at the end of the day we're just talking about drama. It's funny with drama, people say, oh, I don't like drama, but I mean everyone likes drama, you just like it in different formats. It could be, you know, you might not like the kind of drama that we're discussing right here and now, but you might be into Game of Thrones, you might be into football, and you'll know everything about football, like, hey, this team has swapped this guy, and oh, this money, and this is ridiculous, and will the manager get it done this time? It's all drama at the end of the day. Humans love drama, unless, well, I was going to say unless you're like a train spotter or something, but I imagine for them there's a bit of drama of will the train turn up, will it, won't it? As depressing as that is for me to think about, really. So yeah, I mean, what have we learned at the end of the day? Maybe the exclusive isn't everything in this business. I mean, in YouTube it is down to the personality. So the curious case of Sanders Kennedy, hopefully we all just learn lessons from it and go forward, and whatever happens with him, I don't know. I prefer not to know, quite honestly. But anyway, you know, you let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you'd like to like and subscribe, that'll be banging. Stay safe as always.